With the 25th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic selected a guard out of Michigan State, and I really can see a world where he plays a real role in Orlando's future, and his name is Jace Richardson. Welcome to Basketball Intuition. I'm your host, Ethan Simon. Today we're going to be talking about Jace Richardson. We're going to be making a little bit of a different style video today, so I went back and I watched Jace Richardson's games in Summer League, and I'm going to be breaking down some plays, the highs and the lows of what I thought about him in the Summer League. A quick disclaimer, I spent 5 hours trying to figure out why my screen recording quality wasn't that good, and I couldn't figure it out. So the quality is not going to be the best you've ever seen, but you're going to be able to get my points, so please bear with me. So there are two things that I think are the most important when it comes to Jace Richardson being a real NBA player and playing real minutes for the Magic. Number one, can he be a point guard? And number two, can he play solid defense? And that's what we're going to spend most of our time on today. So I want to start with some point guard stuff. We're going to look at two good reads, and then we're going to look at two bad reads. We're going to watch this play all the way through, and then we're going to talk about it. So Jace is going to get the switch on the big man. He's going to drive down inside. The defense knows they can't handle him. He makes a really nice bounce pass in between two people, and then we get a good shot. But right here, the defense knows that this big cannot hang with him. So what do? They bring up another defender so they can switch. He adjusts, and he makes a really nice bounce pass in between two defenders. That's a great read. If Caleb Houston swung that ball again, they would have gotten a better shot. But still, regardless, that's a good shot. So now this next one. This is super simple, but we love to see it. The ball handler is getting pressed on the perimeter. So what does he do? He flashes up to the wing, makes a quick pass to the corner. That's a great shot. Now here's where we get a bad read. If we watch this play develop all the way through real quick, you're going to see he gets picked off. So let's start right here. And this play starts with Tristan da Silva making a great cut. If you look at Tristan da Silva in the bottom right corner, the very second that number 5 turns his head, watch this. The very second, boom, cut to the basket. So now the defender on the baseline has to pick up Tristan da Silva, and number 5 literally has no idea that Tristan da Silva isn't standing there on the wing. So he goes to help out. And Jace decides to pass to the man cutting to the basket. Now, if you look around, you can only see 4 blue jerseys because guess what? The 5th man is standing wide open in the corner. That's a bad read. That would have been a wide open 3-point shot if Jace made the right pass. So here's the next one. This is another bad read. So we come off the dribble handoff. He gets set a really nice screen. So whenever you're looking at it right here, you're thinking, okay, yeah, just give it to the big man. Devin Carter is going to take him too much time to recover. Devin Carter is really fast, so he recovers very quickly. Now, if you look straight across over here where my mouse is, you have a wide open Tristan da Silva. That is another bad read that ends up in a turnover. So whenever they were playing the Toronto Raptors, he was getting picked up 94 feet, and he was being pressured the entire game. The Raptors were playing very aggressive defense. So we have a real NBA defender and a real NBA player, Jacoby Walter, picking him up. Stops on a dime, boom, get off of me. So he's going to drive in again. He's going to create separation with that spin. He's going to stop and go for that fadeaway. But Jacoby Walter plays it really well. So it's not a terrible shot, but it's not a great shot. So now we fast forward into later in this game, and it's a very similar situation. Jacoby Walter is switched onto him. So we're going to get one spin. We're going to get 2 spins. We're going to get to the inside and then get a really tough shot. That's a foul and one. Well, actually, no, I don't think it was a foul, but it could have been a foul. And he was doing such a good job at using their aggression against him. Watch him go on the inside, dick this spin move, and then draw another foul. Out of everything that I saw from Jace Richardson, this was my favorite thing. It's very small, but it was a lot of fun to me, and I liked it a lot. So he's going to come off the dribble handoff, come off the screen. He has a bigger defender on him. So I want you to watch Jace Richardson legs real quick. I'm just going to let it play through. So he's going to get to the inside, draw a foul. Cool. So now let's slow this down. A lot of players, whenever they get in this kind of situation, they're going to try and go around their defender. Watch Jace Richardson legs. He's going to put his foot in the ground and go straight forward. This right here. He is going straight forward. And the defender is taking a bad angle because he's trying to recover. So he's in a bad situation, and Jace knows that. So what does he do? He attacks directly to the basket. He's not going around. He's going straight to the basket through his hips. And again, what does it end up in? He takes a bad angle, and that's a foul, creating contact. And this is something that we know Jace Richardson is going to be able to do. He was getting to the free throw line 3.5 times a game in college. And whenever they played the Toronto Raptors in his second Summer League game, he got to the free throw line 9 times. He does a great job at creating contact when he's getting downhill. So now to the defense. Like I mentioned, this is going to be really important, but I do want to say before we start looking at these clips that I think that the Orlando Magic is a match made in heaven for Jace Richardson. As we know, he's a smaller guy, but also as we know, the Orlando Magic are a defense heavy and a really big team. They have a lot of really big wings and defenders. So my point is that he has 4 other great defenders around him. When you're surrounded with other great defenders, it helps you be a better defender. So like I said, this is a match made in heaven for Jace Richardson. He gets to be a guard. He gets to have fun and try and get buckets because they need shot creation. They need perimeter scoring and three-point shooting, and that's what he's going to bring. And he's also going to bring defensive intensity. If you play for Michigan State and you're not playing defense, you're not on the floor.
If you're still here and enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button.
I'm sorry the quality sucks on this one. I can't do nothing about it. One problem that I did have with Jace Richardson is he cannot get around screens. So if we watch this here, he's going to get stuck on the screen. He actually skinnies up through that one, and then he's not able to get around that. And this is what I'm talking about with the defensive intensity. He skinnies up, gets through this screen, and then he gets elbowed in the face. He's putting his body on the line. That's an offensive foul. And now we're going to get another one. Hold on, slow this down. We got to back up a little bit here. It's going a little fast. Putting his body on the line, gets smacked in the face. That's an offensive foul. That's a turnover. We give it a second. He gets up, and we're going to get some claps. I think it was 1-2. 1-2. Yep, there we go. 2 nice claps. And here we get another really good defensive possession. I will say, if number 42, instead of slipping this, he just stayed for the screen, then Jace Richardson probably wouldn't have been able to stay with him, but he didn't. So he's able to stay with his man, makes a spin move, takes a good contest. That's a miss. That's a really good defensive possession. Another one. We're picking up full court. It goes back to him. Boom. This is a position that you do not want to be in as a defender. Your hips wide open like this. This is terrible. He's able to recover, and he takes a good contest at it. That's another miss. Here's another good one. He's with Jamal Shead, a real NBA defender who was playing really great in Summer League, by the way. He gets beat off the dribble. He gets a little bit of help from his teammate. It gives him enough time to get back in front and take that ball away. That's mine. He was picking up full court the entire Summer League. So here's another one. He was picking Devin Carter up full court. Just being a pest and being annoying. He's staying with him. Really great speed, by the way. He's staying with him. We got another screen coming. He doesn't get around that one. He gets bumped pretty bad. But here's what he does that I like. He knows that he's not in a position to do anything about Devin Carter. So what does he do? He just goes to the big man and he fouls. Now, you're going to say, okay, well, he fouled. That's, whatever. But here we go. Another similar situation where he's stuck on a big man. He gets the offensive rebound. So what does he do? He goes straight up and he gets the block this time. He's got like a 40-inch vertical. He can do that. So here's some more of Jace trying to deal with some big men. So he gets bumped here. He's not able to do much about it. He gets switched on to the big man. So what is he going to do? He's going to be annoying. He's going to get into his chest. He's going to use his hands. And he's just not going to be a pushover. He's playing real defense. And this ended up being a defensive 3 seconds. But if you look at number 93, he literally cleared out of the paint. Watch. He cleared out, got his foot out, and they still called it a 3 seconds. That was not a 3 seconds. I'm going to let this one play through, and then we'll talk about it real quick. It's not going to look like much, but if you really look at it, it's a really great play. So Devin Carter's coming over here. You look at number 42, he's wide open. Jace Richardson sees him. Carter swings to 15. He jumps in the air for this. So what does he do? He knows that he's about to pass it to the middle of the defense because he's wide open. So he just anticipates it, jumps up in the air. Only a few more plays I'm going to look at. We're going to look at a little bit of offense real quick. And this is the kind of stuff that you want to see from him in the league. He just goes around the screen, looks for a little bit of space, just enough to get a shot off. That's a great shot. Here's another one. Dribble handoff situation. Doesn't get the ball. He comes back for it. He drives to the inside, creates contact. Really tough layup. He has great touch around the rim. Another one. He's getting picked up full court, being completely harassed. Still goes straight through his defender. Really tough layup and one. And those were some of my favorite things that we got to see from Jace Richardson throughout the Summer League. I do have a couple more things I want to talk about. These are all just miscellaneous. I'm just going to kind of jump around through these. If you didn't know, he's like 6'1 or 6'2 with a 6'6 wingspan. He's got a really great wingspan, around 180 pounds. I really liked his catch and shoot motion. I thought it looked really good. He can play off the ball and he can play on the ball. I will say if he was 6'4", he literally would have been a lottery pick probably. Super quick as we saw earlier. Like I mentioned, he's got a 38-inch vertical, which is great. If you just think about it for a minute, Orlando's guard rotation is going to be really good if it is, what I think it's going to be. You got Desmond Bane and you got Jalen Suggs, your 2 starting guys. But then off the bench, you have a really big and kind of slower but larger Anthony Black. But then you have a really small and quicker Jace Richardson off the bench. So I really like that guard rotation. And again, it's a match made in heaven because you have defense all around him. And then the very last thing, if he plays good or not, it is a great value pick. He played really good in college. He's a young guy with a lot of potential. His size is probably the worst thing that you could say about him. He gives effort on the defensive side. He's a good 3-point shooter. He can create his own shots. He can play make a little bit. He just does a little bit of everything. So regardless if he ends up being really good or not, you got him at the 25th overall pick. It's absolutely worth the shot. I'm a really big fan of Jace Richardson. I had to get put onto his game. I didn't even know that he was about to get drafted before people started telling me about him in the comments. So now this is where we get to the last segment of the day, and that's the comment of the day. And today, it's a little bit of a different comment of the day. Typically, the comment of the day is my favorite comment from the previous video. It can be about literally anything, I don't care. But today's comment of the day is going to be from all the people that had told me about Jace Richardson and asked me to make videos about him before and why I wanted to make this video. So the first person to say something about it is Kyrie Thompson. I'm pretty sure all of these people have been comment of the day before, by the way. He was asking me to do Jeremiah Fears, Kasparis, I'm not going to say his last name, and Jace Richardson. I got you that Jace Richardson. I'm probably going to do Jeremiah Fears eventually also. And then also YNK asked me like a week or so ago if I could talk about Jace Richardson. I got you. And then also StyleEXE after my last video had mentioned that he was excited for that video. So I wanted to give all these guys a shout out. Let me know what y'all thought about this style of video. Again, I'm really sorry that the quality was bad. I spent 4 or 5 hours trying to figure it out and I'm not having a really good day. I had a rough night last night. So really, I just did not have it in me to keep trying to fix it. So it was either me not post a video again. I just took a 2-day break, by the way, for the first time in like 7 months. So that's why I was late on this last video that I'm posting now. But it was either me not post for another like 2 or 3 days or me just go ahead and post this video anyways. So we're just going to put it out anyways. Let me know what y'all thought about it if you want me to keep doing these. And I absolutely will because they don't take me as much time to make them so I could give y'all more videos. But yeah, man, let me know how y'all are doing. We're getting to the end of July, getting ready to go to August. Very exciting. I'm a big fall guy. I'm really excited for the summer to be over. And also whenever that fall comes, that's whenever I want to bring in that IRL basketball to the second channel. If you didn't know, I got a second channel that I am yet to post on. I actually have an idea that I want to do. I can literally do this today if y'all want it. Well, I wouldn't post it today, but I could start working on it today. I want to make a 2K My Team video of me playing online with only players that I've made videos about. I feel like I don't have to explain that anymore. If I haven't made a video about him, he can't be on the team. So everybody, my entire repertoire of my last, however many months of me posting player breakdowns, I'd pick the best 13-man roster. We go into Unlimited and play a couple My Team games. I want to do that. I feel like that'd be fun. If y'all want to see that, let me know. But yeah, let me know how y'all are doing if you did anything fun this week. I don't think I really did anything that fun this week. I went to dinner last night with some of my old friends, so that was a good time. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you staying to the end of the video. Again, I hope you're all doing really well. If you're not doing well, I hope it gets better for you very soon. Make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure you do something, every now and again, maybe a couple times every week or every week, whatever you want to do to just make sure that you keep your soul refreshed and excited. And yeah, man, I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Again, take care. I'll see y'all, man. Peace out.